Good evening, or a good morning to you, or a good afternoon. I don't even know what I'm saying, but I just want to make another video because I'm a bit bored today. And I thought, what about Adrian Newey? I remember when this guy was the talk of the town regarding Ferrari, Aston Martin, Williams, Mercedes, more teams basically. Now we're in July. It's the 10th of July if I'm not mistaken. It is as a recording. And there's still no news on Adrian Newey. Where the hell is he going to? Is he gonna take a yacht trip? Is he going on a little yachty? On his way to Poland? Bringing the wok? Nah, for real though. He's not Asian though. I don't even know if he knows how to cook with a wok. But back to what I'm talking about Newey. He still has an eagerness to work in Formula 1 for some reason, and I kinda respect that, because he wants a new challenge. I don't mind a new challenge for him. Scuderia Ferrari. That's always my team. Always Scuderia Ferrari, and I actually think, if he were to go to Ferrari, I think it would be a very good deal for Adrian. Very good deal. Because you see, right, you gotta have some figures. Like Adrian is like no bullshit, bro. He's no bullshit. He doesn't do bullshit. He does his business. He's more of a solo guy, and I think for this kind of guy would actually be beneficial for Ferrari. Because let me think about it. Let us think about it, shall we? Would you prefer to have an extrovert or an introvert in Ferrari? With all the politicking that's going on, I'd rather have an introvert like Newey, who just does his business. Maybe share it to the team, delegate it to the team, but not much else. Not much pointless chatter if the pursuit is for success. And then another thing I want to talk about, yeah, I don't mind my pronunciation. I'm having a little ouse on my throat, my tongue, sorry. But I think Ferrari, they need a Newey, bro. They need a Newey. They don't need Enrico Cardile. I just heard recently Cardile is gonna step down, and Cardile stepping down tells me that Vasseur is gonna stretch himself thin. So actually, I feel like Adrian needs to choose Ferrari at this point. There's no point going to Aston Martin when a lot of things are not gonna change for the better. At least Fred Vasseur has insight to what change could be. Excuse me, I just hit the mic. But yeah, what I'm also thinking about is the appeal of Ferrari. Charles Leclerc is the best qualifier in Formula 1. Like comparing to George Russell. George has proven himself adequately, of course. I remember back in the Williams days. He was putting his Williams on pole, flat round here, flat round there. He's a very good driver. He's an amazing qualifier. And he's decent during the race too. I like how the reputation around George has improved, because I remember he used to be a butler. In the few opportunities he had to score points, he would bottle it. And I remember he was heartbroken in 2020. I watched the highlights back then, because I wasn't fully back into F1 yet after around COVID. George Russell was racing in a Mercedes for the very first time and could have got a race win, but at the end of the day, Mercedes let him down. And so now I can say Mercedes are paying the same fate for him now. But back to Charles Leclerc. Charles Leclerc is an amazing driver too. He's a man loyal to his team. He's a man that never gives up. And I made my previous video about Ferrari, and I have raised my props for Charles. I've given him my flowers. And especially the Monaco Grand Prix, it was a curse that was broken for him, and he's finally happy about winning his home race now. But at this moment, I think this will only serve as further motivation to win a world championship, not just for himself, but for Ferrari and for his nation of Monaco, the Principality of Monaco. And then another thing I want to discuss with is Sir Lewis Hamilton. he is coming over to Ferrari as well. We don't have a Carlos Sainz there. We have Sir Lewis Hamilton, the most famous guy, one of the most famous guys in Great Britain. Adrian Newey's country. Like, okay, he can work remotely away from Maranello as well. Just send in your CAD data, your drawings, send them to Maranello, send them the details or whatever, or get someone from Maranello to work with Adrian. Maybe chit chat with him or something like that, and then send some of the information to Maranello. You know? And you got Sir Lewis Hamilton, you got Fred Vasseur. These two are good pals, bro. Adrian has a potential opportunity right in front of him. You have Sir Lewis Hamilton, and then you've got Charles Leclerc, and you've got Fred Vasseur. I feel like this could be the Holy Trinity, or this could be the Holy Trinity of failure. I don't know. But looking at Ferrari, look how great drivers have done for Ferrari. I remember Alain Prost almost won a title in 1990. I remember John Alesi won a race. I remember, who else I remember? Sebastian Vettel. He was one of the best. He was challenging for the title. I was a fan of him back in the day. I still have my heart broken for him, man. Fernando Alonso. One of the greatest Ferrari drivers of the past decade. Okay, even 2014, he still extracted the maximum out of the car. Honestly, I actually see Charles Leclerc as the modern day Fernando Alonso in Ferrari. And if you look at it, think about it actually, look at Fernando. He's getting so-called washed up by Stroll, but I know in the way, Alonso has he just lost confidence in the car. Very similar to Hamilton. And that's why I'm very blessed to see Lewis in Ferrari, because Lewis is just going to be Lewis. He can't be Fernando. Charles is already doing that. But Adrian Newey, for Adrian, what I think this could mean though, he's got a whole field in front of him. And this is not a rosy place to be in Ferrari. No, it's not. But I think there's a lot of potential here. I think there's a lot of potential for Adrian. For him to work with a team, even for a few short years, lay the foundations. Lay better foundations. Or lay a new foundation with Fred Vasseur. Because what has been going on with Ferrari was not that good. Okay, maybe this is a pro Ferrari video or something, but maybe I should move it on. But what I'm saying though, Adrian has great opportunity to work with Ferrari if he signs with them or becomes a consultant. I think he'll be very good over there. Now let me touch about McLaren. Adrian Newey returning to McLaren, it's a little bit fishy to me, because he should look at what was happening at Great Britain. The team has very questionable strategy, and even though they have a very good car, I don't know. I think Adrian, he's not a strategist. He's not Hannah Schmitz. So I don't know how he would help McLaren to improve their one key weakness. He'll make the cars as good, but he can help with the cars, but not the race, not the race engineering, not the strategies. So I feel like Adrian is just a would put McLaren on a sidestep. Aston Martin, you gotta be kidding me, man. You have to be kidding me. Aston Martin, really? You just got Enrico Cardile recently, but Adrian Newey? You gotta be pissing me off, man. Same team that employs Lance Stroll every year, and their blood is never going to the World Endurance Championship. Something tells me Aston Martin are never racing in the World Endurance Championship with Hypercar. They're not bringing the Valkyrie to Hypercar. I'm sorry, guys. I've mentioned this in another platform, but I know the guts, bro. The World Endurance Championship, it's not commercial. It does not bring the commercial benefits that Aston Martin wants, like Aston Martin already has from F1. They may not have the same commercial benefits in the World Endurance Championship. Now let me go to Williams. Let me touch on Williams real quick. Do I really think Adrian Newey has the patience to be with the team? This man is born in 1958. He's turning 70 years old in less than 5 years' time. He's on his way to turning 70. Would you want this team to work with a struggling Williams team? Yes, James Vowles has a promising vision, but when it comes to a long-term project, right? Shouldn't you work with somebody younger? Like maybe pursue other technical people, aerodynamicists younger than Adrian? And then another question I'm gonna ask Alpine. Alpine is out of the question, bro. Their working environment is trash, their Renaults are trash. Adrian still has PTSD. So I would not want Adrian near anything associated to Renault again. He had his time with Williams. He had his time with Red Bull. But enough is enough. Renault was one of the reasons why Adrian almost left Formula 1 in the first place. So, Adrian to Alpine? Out of the question. Now, out of the equation, sorry. You can't even question that move anymore. Question even moving there, because it's not gonna happen. Now, I want to touch one more thing. Let me go to Mercedes, the Silver Arrows. It's promising indeed, yes, it's promising. But I think Toto is very smart. Toto is an investor. He's a stock investor. He owns the shares of a team. He's a team owner and a team principal. But here's one thing I've got to say about Toto. This man's vision is longer than penises. This man has a long vision, bro. Long-term vision. That's why Lewis did not want to sign that extension. He knows he's going to be replaced. So I don't think Adrian will go to Mercedes either. Yes, he can stick around for a long time, but he's approaching 70. Toto can just dump him one more time. But yeah, that's all I've got to say. Thank you for watching this video. I really appreciate the recent views on the video. Yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Alright? Bye bye. Peace.